One of the most traumatic things that ever happened to me actually ended up being one of the best things to happen to me. 5 years ago, I tore my labrum in my hip that ended my basketball career, and this impacted me not only physically but mentally as well. I couldn't walk for 3 months, couldn't even put on my pants without my roommate's help, and more than anything, I think the worst part was that I knew that I would never play basketball again. And if you're a student athlete or you played a sport, you know that that feeling of grief is almost like you lost like a real person. And so I think the hardest part wasn't even the injury itself, it was the fact that I was literally grieving. And one of the biggest things that this did for me was really just change my perspective, right? Like having my life change in just an instant changed everything for me. Like I realized how fragile life is. I couldn't walk. A lot of people who I thought were there for me weren't there for me. Like everything just changed, you know what I mean? Not being able to play again, like what this taught me was that one, you can't have your full identity wrapped up into one thing, right? Like I spent all these hours, all these years dedicated towards something that was literally just taken away from me. And one of the biggest things I learned throughout this whole process was perspective, right? Like my perspective shifted so much to just be grateful for the little things. Like I remember when I couldn't walk, like I would spend days just like crying and sobbing and like, man, like just wishing I could walk, wishing I could go outside. And now like I'm outside now, like it's beautiful. Like I have such a gratitude when it comes to life just because I'm thankful, you know what I mean? And carrying this mindset really helps you be thankful for the little things in life. Being thankful that you got a bed, you eat every day, a roof over your head. Like a lot of people really don't have that. Being thankful that you walk. You know when you get sick and your nose is just running and you're like, dang, I wish I could just be healthy right now, right? And then as soon as that moment comes a week or two later, like you just completely forget to have that gratitude. Another way that this injury impacted me was my identity. I was so wrapped up in one thing. Like basketball was literally my whole life. I know that's cliche, but like literally that's all I knew. I would wake up, go to shoot around, go to class, go to practice, work out, watch YouTube highlights, right? Like that was literally my identity. And so when that's taken away from you, like your life just does a complete 180. And that's why the most important thing is having your identity rooted in God, right? In Christ. Because if your identity is rooted in Him, that's the strongest foundation possible, you know what I mean? There's nothing that can be taken away from you. But even outside of that, like, I really just rediscovered who I was as a person. I got into photography, I got into video. I learned that I'm actually somewhat creative, right? Like a lot of these things I didn't even know because my time was just so wrapped up into one thing. And yes, hindsight is 2020, but I am so grateful that I got injured because chances are if I didn't, I'd probably still be playing today. And I think I would have eventually came to this point where I'm making content, where I'm doing YouTube. Like this is something I truly love to do. I'll never forget I had physical therapy. I was going up to this gym called FFC. If you've been to FFC, you know like it's a pretty nice gym. And it was Tuesday at like noon. And I saw these people on this pool rooftop just like living their best life. I just remember thinking like, man, like what do they do for a living? Because up until that point, I'd only knew about working a job, right? So I asked my therapist, like, how are they here on a Tuesday at noon? And he was like, well, they probably have, you know, their own business or living off passive income. And from that moment on, it was just like this huge light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, one, what is passive income? Two, how do I get it, right? But again, like I wouldn't have had that experience if I didn't get injured. I'm sure I'd know what passive income is by now, but still. And something else I'm so grateful for is just being a student athlete in general. Like being a student athlete is literally a cheat code to the real world. Like I've been able to do so well at my corporate job and honestly just in life because I have this mindset of knowing what hard work is. Because for me, 2 hours of practice is way harder than going to a corporate job for 8 hours with AC. Like shooting 2 free throws to win a game is way harder than presenting to a client. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can have these habits to wake up and go to school and play a sport every day, I can have habits to go to my job on time and work out every day. Speaking of habits, I have a free habit tracker in my bio. If you're interested, that link is in the description. And so taking this athlete mindset with me in life has really just set me up because I'm like, in my mind, like I can literally do anything. Like I know that's so crazy to say, but I literally believe I can do anything. And it's probably because of my history, right? As an athlete. Like I went to school, got my tuition paid for as a poor black kid from the south side of Chicago. So yeah, being a student athlete is literally a cheat code, but just remember like life isn't linear. That was literally the lowest point in my life. Like I was depressed, honestly. I would wake up and cry like I couldn't walk. My roommates literally had to help me go to the bathroom, bro. Like, it was awful. And looking back on it, like, it was what they say, like a minor setback for a major comeback. Like, my life has grown exponentially because of this one event. But yeah, no matter what you're going through, like, just remember everything will pass. Like, I know it's way easier said than done, but like, your lowest point can literally become the best thing to ever happen to you. So just keep going. But if you like this video, like, subscribe, and send this to somebody that needs to hear this. Finally starting to see a little bit of growth, so that always feels good. But I'm thankful for you guys. If you watched it, if you made this far, really appreciate you. And maybe go check out this video while you're at it.